Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
What a day it was for Garrick Higgo, who just continues some incredible form in this full portion of the PGA Tour's season. That was one of several birdies he had on the day at the 14th hole. Ultimately, it was a bogey-free 11 under 61, highlighted by an eagle at the very first hole, and he just did not look back after that. You take a look at what he has done. Tied 7th, 2nd, and tied 4th in the last 3 events in the FedEx Cup full. No doubt Garrick Higgo has been knocking on the door. He did also win a little bit earlier on this season on the PGA Tour. As we welcome you into our post-game coverage, Cara Banks alongside Brandel Chamblee. Brandel, when you look at what Garrick Higgo did today, what impressed you the most?
Well, his putting. Look, he does everything pretty well. You just alluded to how well he's played as of late. He was 50 under par in his last 3 events coming in here. You throw in 22 under with a round to go, 72 under. It wouldn't surprise me if he busts 80, but really it's the large part of the scenario is just how good he's putted all year long, and certainly this week. Through the first 7 holes today, he had 7 putts. Through 13 holes, and that's the 13th, he'd only had 16 putts. So beautiful putt there, hit the 15th. This is up and over a ridge with about 2 or 3 little wiggles and breaks in it. Probably one of the slower putts to there, and then fast over that hill. That is a phenomenal lag at the 15th, which by far played as the hardest hole on the golf course. Played really smart, really safe. Gave himself plenty of room right there. Up the hill, it's a good look at his stroke. He's got his shoulders very level there, rocks it. It is working for him, just rock solid. You want to know just how good a putter he is. We just take a look at a graphic. Look, down there at the bottom, because he hasn't played enough rounds to qualify. Remember, he finished 150th last year in the FedEx Cup, so he's not getting in all these events that he'd like to get into. But if you were to do a Mount Rushmore of the best putters right now in the world, some of these names would be on there. He would be ranked ahead of Denny McCarthy. Denny McCarthy is a putting god. And you want to get into more granularly just how good a putter Garrick Higgo is. Let's break it down into specific distances. 10 to 15 feet, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, over 25 feet. Top 5, 10 to 15 feet right there. And you look at that outside of 25, the field average or the tour average is right around 3%. The best typically is around 5%. He's double that, so making far more than his share of putts. And, you know, I often look at how players finish up on Saturday night as a pretty good predictor of how they're going to play on Sunday, especially when they've played good golf like Garrick did today. Well up on that leaderboard, probably knew he was leading, came to the 18th hole. This might have been the best swing he's made in the last couple of days, and he's made more than his share of good swings. The par 5 found the fairway. This is a little hanging lie with a front pin right here. This is gorgeous. You know, it's easy to get your weight just a little bit towards your toes, tip a little bit, lose your balance. Perfectly in balance, good rhythm, good flight. That's an absolute blistered Long Island that just creeps up. Long Iron that just creeps up onto the front of the screen. Gave him a good 2-putt birdie to finish off with a 61. So my goodness, some of the best golf all year long. Garrick Higgo, the last 4 events.
Yeah, and he's played in some fields that have had that man named Scotty Scheffler, and you heard Ben Griffin talking about it to Kira K. Dixon. He was in the field at the Pro Tour. Garrick Higgo finished top 10 then as well. He's beginning to prove himself week after week. You've heard Brandel's opinion. Let's hear from the man himself on what he thought worked particularly well today.
He did great, made a lot of good putts, chipped in ones. Yeah, just everything was really solid and took advantage of the opportunities that I had.
You're coming off 3 straight top 10s so far this fall. Is there anything that you've been working on that you've noticed kind of been working well this week especially?
Not really anything new. No, just doing a lot of the same stuff. Like I said to Kira, it's nice not to be injured, so I'm able to practice normally, and you know, I just think a lot of the stuff that I've been doing well this year, I'm continuing to do even better.
Okay, well, he is being chased by several contenders wanting to take advantage. You see Carson ranked 123rd in the FedEx Cup entering this week. You need to get inside that top 100 to really cement your status for next year. That was a nice birdie for him at 11, Brandel. Got him to 18 under. Yeah,
it was indeed. Got off to a great start and kept it going on the back 9. Birdie 10, 11, 12. Adding another one there at the 17th. So just creeping up that leaderboard and then coming home here at the 18th, pitching up the hill off this past Palom again. It's gluey, it's sticky, so beautiful pitch right here to finish out a 63.
He would finish at 21 under par on a week when there is so much at stake.
You mentioned keeping the momentum going in tomorrow. Right now, just 1 stroke off the lead. What's that mindset going in for final round?
Same old, same old. Just keep doing what I'm doing and just focus on playing my game and not looking at the leaderboard too much or worrying about others. And yeah, I'm excited about it because, last year I finished second here and missed out by one on a playoff. And, it kind of feels like a revenge here to be in the final group again. And I'm excited to see if I can break through this time.
Well, he will have an opportunity to try and break through tomorrow. And here are those numbers, the all-important FedEx Cup ranking entering the week. Ben Griffin finished inside the top 50, so he's locked up into everything for next season. He doesn't really have to worry about his ranking right now. Garrick Higgo's in a good position. But look at what Carson Young has to achieve. He's at 136th entering the week. Trevor Cohn, 179. Chad Ramey, Sammy Valimaki, Nick Dunlap, Adam Svensson. All these guys beginning this week outside the top 100, let alone some players trying to work their way into the Aon next 10, 51 through 60. Still 2 events after tomorrow remain to wrap up the season, so this is not by any means a done situation, but it just shows you what is at stake and what a lot of these competitors are playing for. 5 players are at 20 under or better through 3 rounds of the Worldwide Technology Championship. Let's show you how they did it. Chad Ramey's here at 12.
And that's the best part of his game. In the top 50 on the PGA Tour, strokes gained putting, nice one right there. And he has got a big fish on the line this week.
And he finished at 20 under. Trevor Cohn's coming home at 18.
Yeah, he's found some good form as of late. He missed 12 of his first 16 cuts on the PGA Tour. He's made 6 of his last 7. So he comes in here having picked up some confidence week after week after week. He's got a few weeks left, and he needs them because currently he's 178th in the FedEx Cup. But nice way to finish up the day there with a good swing at 18.
Yeah, it was a good-looking swing. And Ben Griffin, we know all about on the tee here at 60.
Yeah, he's been making good swings all year long. And this is an absolute dart.
Gentle.
Right at it. So a lot of players playing safe there, but not Ben.
He converted. All 3 of those guys finished at 20 under. Let's hear from Griffin.
It's been interesting. In my PGA Tour career, I haven't been in that many second to last or third to last groups. I feel like I've either been 4 or 5 where I'm really long shot or I'm in that final group. So I'm actually really excited to kind of be a chaser tomorrow. It's important to have that mindset regardless of if you're in the lead or not, but it's way easier if you're actually chasing. So I'm excited to not probably be in that final group and still only be 2 back. I mean, I can make eagle on the first hole tomorrow and all of a sudden I'm tied for the lead. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to post a number and hopefully apply some pressure on the guys behind me or just post a low enough number to where I don't have to worry about anything.
I would say that one of the biggest differences with Ben, Brandel, is his confidence has changed.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to be confident when you've got the complete game that he does. If we just take a look back, 2023, everybody's going to say he had a breakout year this year, but if you were watching, it's like he was quietly one of the best players in the world. Strokes gained total, without a weakness really in 2023 or 2024. If you want to say he did have a weakness, it was in his driving and clubhead speed. He picked up speed. He went from 130th last year, strokes gained off of the tee, to 56. So much improved there, and everything else has stayed the same. The hard thing to do in golf is pick up speed and not suffer elsewhere in your game, and he has managed to do that. That's a really tough thing to do, but you look at that, and that's why he's moving way up in the world ranks, way up in data golf ranks. And if you think about it, Procore, Memorial, both of those, Scotty Scheffler beat him. He's got 2 wins. Look like he's going for the 3rd tomorrow. He could be going for his 5th, but Scotty Scheffler doesn't leave a whole lot of food on the table.
I love what he said. Scotty, please stay at home.
Yeah.
Feel free to stay at home as
Lee
much as you
Trevino
want.
used to send roses to Jack Nicklaus every week he would stay home during the Champions Tour. Just keep him at home, have fun, Barbara, and he'd send her a dozen roses.